Share with us what happened that day and what age you were.
Shoot, I was 13. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 13, and my parents went away on vacation. I knew how to drive though. Let me tell you that. I already knew how to drive at 13. But I thought I would just take the car out for a little joyride, just drive around a little block or something like that. Okay. And I was
Okay.
making the lane change and I just hit a curb, going about 35 miles an hour.
Okay.
And I popped the tire. And I drove it home on the flat tire. I drove it all the way home around the corner. And I put it back in the driveway. It wasn't that bad. It was some scrapes all the way up, it was some scrapes all the way up in the driveway. And I put it there and I pretended like it was some type of vandalism, like somebody just came to the house and just slashed the tires or something like that. Parents came back vacation. I said, I don't know what happened. I said, somebody must have came here and slashed the tires. I don't know
Somebody,
what happened.
right?
Yeah, so they didn't say nothing to me all them years, man. I think I was in my mid-20s or something like that. And
That's
my
funny,
mom,
bro.
my mom was just talking randomly one day, and she's like, "Yeah, kids do crazy stuff, dumb stuff like Kenny. That time you took the car, remember? And you tried to tell, And I was just sitting there staring at her like she knew all these years.
That's funny. That is hilarious.
She knew
Now,
all these years that I took the car, but she knew I was a good kid. All right, I just went on take for a little joy ride. I didn't want to get in trouble. I was a good kid.
now, if that happened now, right? If that was on social media, do you think people would say, "Oh, Kenny's parents dropped the ball"?
Mm.
Do you think people would say that?
Because I took the car and then
Right.
lied
And
about it.
damaged it.
Yeah.
Right.
Would they have
Y-
blamed my parents, you're saying?
Right. Yes.
Probably.
Probably. Absolutely. There's no
Yeah.
probably about it. People would have said,
Yeah.
his parents, Kenneth's parents dropped the ball. Right. And now that
How
you're a very,
irresponsible of him.
yep, right. And now that you're a very successful person, they'd be like, oh, screw his parents. Kenny, he's smart. He's done wonderful things. Right. You would get all the credit.